This program is designed to provide general information with regards to the subject matters covered. This information is given with the understanding that neither the hosts, guests, sponsors, or station are engaged in rendering any specific and personal, medical, financial, legal, counseling, professional service, or any advice. You should seek the services of competent professionals before applying or trying any suggested ideas.
Hi there, this is Brian Sebastian, movie reviews and more, Worldwide TV Network, Women on TV, and I've been looking forward to this show for a long time. So we have the green smoothie lady because she's moved on to parks, model, actress, global wellness coach committed to transforming your health and wellness, and meditation, hiking, things like that. One of our co-hosts, Anna Whalen, Miss Russian Los Angeles, Miss Russian California. She's traveled around the world, 24 countries, everything like that. I did not know she was a winner of the Fed Sales Championship in the West Coast. That's a new one to me. And she's also with, if I say this right, event and sales coordinator for Neft Vodka. And the one other, I have to say this. She's becoming my favorite person, nonstop. Terri Marie is our other co-host. So what, everybody?
I made it in.
Veronica, let's start with you. Veronica, let's start with you because I think you have the best connection. Let's tell us who you are, where you're coming from, and what are you working on right now?
I love that you call me a green smoothie. So Brian has been watching my green smoothie videos for a while, and I've been nominated as green smoothie queen. My journey had started in nutrition and wellness coaching. But my genius and what I pride myself in is truly helping people remove the blocks on a subconscious level through the soul healing. So that is the journey that I'm in right now, and seeing the massive transformation in my client's life, it makes everything worth living for. And I'm very, very excited for that. And I'm very honored to be on this show.
Yay. Brian?
Yes, I'm happy about that. And Anna Whalen, take it away. Talk about your latest endeavor.
Hi, my name is Anna Whalen from Miranda Petrova. Anna Petrova. I've got a few titles, and I've been a performer most of my life, and a dancer, and I've been into all sorts of things: yoga, martial arts, massage, like all of those things. And this year has been really great for me and really transformational. I know the year sucks, but like it was really good for me. I'm so sorry. I started working with this amazing company called Neft, and I am the biggest fan of that company. I know Brian knows that I'm not a person who just likes to say things about things that I don't feel for. Like, I'm really so excited to become a family of this incredible company, and maybe I'll tell you guys more about it because it's vodka. It doesn't sound like much, but like it's really this incredible company, and I'm very excited to work with that as an event coordinator. 2020 and then very soon I'm starting another thing which I cannot talk about, but I promise you're going to hear about it. It's one of the most exciting things that I've ever started, so maybe next time I'll tell you about that. And thank you so much for having me today. Always am happy to be on Brian's shows.
And the other thing about that, Terri Marie, talk about where you've been and what you've been doing nonstop.
What I've been doing, I'm working today, business stuff.
And Terri, talk about it.
What? No, it's boring. Like today is just boring. It's just like emails and business stuff today. But I'm gonna try to get my workout in later tonight if my gym's not closed. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think it's gonna be closed, but we'll see because California shut down again. Yesterday I was on Suck It Podcast. That was fun. That was a fun show yesterday. We talked about all kinds of things, just kind of what's been going on in 2020 and guess what else? I don't know. For some reason, I'm fixated with these blow pops. I don't know why. I think this is. I've been like the lockdown again. Is maybe I was craving some. As I don't eat sugar that much, but I was craving some sugar, so I'm eating a blow pop. Anyway, that's about it.
Exactly.
That means you need some sweetness in your life.
Oh yeah, after today, yeah.
Anytime you crave sugar, that means you need some sweetness. So
I was having an issue with an ex-boyfriend, you know, that always is like,
oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking.
So yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'll research it. You know, I don't think I mean, you being in health, you know, it's like every once in a while you have to treat yourself, you know. I mean, I don't eat that much sugar, but I don't know. It was just, I don't know why I had this thing. I wanted a lollipop. It was just a weird thing. And I went to the drugstore and I just,
Terri, maybe it's not just the sweetness that you're lacking in your life.
I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. You can make this dirty. I know. Brian's just sitting there kind of laughing.
To change the subject.
Doing a lot of
there is a trick every time you eat something that it's not necessarily the healthiest.
Been doing a lot of hiking and everything.
Brian's got a 3-second delay. So there's a trick every time you eat something that is unhealthy. If you tell your mind that this is the most nutritious thing ever, my body accepts it and is going to digest it perfectly, your body actually accepts it in a very different way, and you don't have the same amount of damage as if you're feeling guilty afterwards. So there's a trick. I mean, don't use it every day, but once in a while it works.
Actually, I don't believe that's too bad about like a piece like this, because it's not like I'm eating a big piece of. I'm not going and binging eating on a piece of cake or something. You know what I mean? It's
it looks good.
At least the thing with this is that I can. This will last me a while, so I can kind of get it. You know. Mm-hmm. I can kind of cheat, but it's like lasting a longer time. I don't know. Anyway, well,
maybe you can send one to your ex-boyfriend.
Would be a better choice. There's less sugar. What?
You can send one to your ex-boyfriend too, and that way, you know, maybe you guys can work it out somehow.
I blocked him today.
Oh boy. Okay. Moving on.
Ryan's been telling me to block him for a year. Okay. That's another story for another show.
Well, Veronica, this also gets into you helping your clients and well-being and everything like that also.
What was that? Brian's got
it also helps Veronica get into her well-being with your motivation.
I'm not sure why you broke for a second. Something about well-being and motivation.
I think he's asking about your inspiration for well-being. I'm gonna interrupt there because he's on a lag. So I guess tell us what's motivated you.
What's motivated me? Well, my journey has been how do I say it? As some of you listening, you probably had a traumatic childhood just like I did, going through bullying and all kinds of harassments, growing up in a very strict environment in complete poverty where I didn't even have clothes to go to school. And coming to America, building a beautiful life for myself, I thought I left it all behind. But all of the traumatic stuff that I've been through in my childhood came with me, and it started showing in every relationships that I was having. So I became very obsessed in finding different ways to biohack my body, my mind, and heal my heart, so I can become that happy person that I would see in movies. So being on that journey, I found a secret quantum hack that I can get people there a lot faster and not having to go through that pain for 10, 20, or 30 years. And this is what I share with my clients. You do everything at quantum speed.
What is the hack? We need to know now.
Well, come into my world and I'll share with you. But the main thing is, it's Veronica's secret sauce. The best way I can explain it is you can read all the books, you can go to the best workshops and learn stuff, but you're only using your conscious mind, which is 5 to 10% of your mind. You're still controlled by your subconscious mind. So to release all those blocks, they have to be released on a subconscious level. So we go back to the first time you ever felt a certain traumatic moment or a certain emotion, and we release it from the source. Therefore, it creates like a domino effect up to the present moment, and you don't ever have to deal with that again. So let's say if somebody's getting you upset in traffic and you get really angry, you go from like a 0 to 100, it has very little to do with that person that got you upset. It's a compilation of every time somebody cut in front of you or took something from you. So when you release from the first time, which is usually from the womb to 7 years old, then it creates a domino effect. And next time somebody cuts in front of you in traffic, you show them thumbs up like I do, where you're like, oh, you're probably having a more painful life and I'm going to send you love. So there are very few things in life that trigger you and you become free and happy. It's very easy.
We were kind of talking about that.
Like magical.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, go. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say last night on the second podcast, me and Derek were talking about like negative people and how people on social media will give their little negative or comments. And I was just saying the way that I deal with it now, because I've just kind of, I try to be funny back to them now, because then they don't know what to say to me. So if somebody's being a jerk, you just say something like turn it around. And then it's just funny because like half the time they won't even say anything back, or they'll send a little smiley because they're expecting you to get angry. So
it's actually, it's called psychological aikido. When you offer the attack, and then you send back the magical positive vibes, and then people are like, I don't know what to do. Or like they tell you you're ugly, and you're like, I am ugly. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, I know that's what I've been doing, and it works beautifully, because it's just funny because people will like be like, oh, I just don't know, what to say back to you or something. I don't know. It's something like somebody said something to me on like one of my TikTok videos, because I typed it, like the title wrong, or I spelled something wrong or something. Somebody's like, oh, well, you should like learn how to spell. And I was just like, this is TikTok. It's not that serious, or something like it's not that serious. Like, I know I can't spell or something, or I'm dyslexic, or I said something silly and they didn't answer me back. So, it just works better that way, to laugh at yourself. We all make mistakes.
I can relate to that absolutely, because being in America for only 14 years, I never took an English class. So I still make grammar mistakes. And sometimes I'll write something and people correct it where there's a way to correct somebody in a loving way. But when they do it in a more aggressive way, I learned to just be like, oh my God, I was waiting for somebody to notice those mistakes. Now I know you're paying attention. Thank you. Or just send them love back, because if you were missing the message and you're focusing on that mistake. Go Brian.
But the thing about that, like you and very, very strong European women, and I always look at it this way: anytime you can speak different languages, in my thing, I mean, you guys are both great. You both go on to the next. I'm with you. Really, really strong, determined women.
Thank you. I heard the beginning part and the last part, which is the best.
Brian is talking about strong females, and I think it has been an ongoing subject for like these last 4 years, right? And now it's really blossoming in movies, and like just like this massive female power kind of movement, which really is I really do love that. Really more positive now.
I think somebody's asking where the accents are from. Mine is Romanian.
And then
and Anna, I'm assuming yours is Russian.
I am, yes, I am Russian. By the way, my very good friend who is also Romanian, she came back to Romania, and she is opening her first, she's creating the first how do you call these like the organization that protects the actors and performers and
Like a union.
like SAG here. Yes,
Union?
yes, he created the first union for creators, which is I think is like
Wow.
such a huge step forward for Romania. It's great. And
Yeah.
all people from Romania who I know are amazing and very bright and vibrant. So now I know it makes sense to me. Mine
I
is
thought it was the
Russia.
green smoothie.
That would be Veronica.
It's also the green smoothie.
It's a combination of everything.
Mine is Russian
Hey,
and a
about how
little
you
bit
came
of
into with NEFTA.
oh, Neft. Okay, so my story with Neft is really unique because it's only been in American market since 2017, but I actually worked with Neft when it was owned by Russians, and it was back in 2012, and no one knew about it, and it was nowhere. But they came over to San Jose to work on a Bitcoin conference, and it was the first, like one of the first Bitcoin events ever. No one knew about Bitcoin either, and Bitcoin back then was $200 a Bitcoin, and they paid me a $400 equivalent in Bitcoin in 2012, and then I forgot about it, and then I and then I opened my digital wallet in 2017 and found $14,000. So it was a
Oh,
good
wow.
thing.
Whoa.
That's nice to find
So
money.
now I've been training to be a bartender in a couple of places where I worked because I wanted to support my real estate studying, and then COVID hit, and then I got an email from a job like the Indeed.com, right? And I got an email. Neft is looking for brand ambassadors, and I came in. And I was like, this company looks too good to be true. Like it's like imagine Google but with alcohol, like Google company where you come and you don't work in the company, you live there. You know, like you're having fun, you're doing what you love. They kind of adjust to your personality and like allow you to do what you do best. Everyone is amazing friends. There's no like our boss, the owner of the company, is just right there with us. It's like it's an absolutely delightful company to work for, and that's when I started working with them, and it's been really great. The company was bought by our boss Jeff. He just tried Neft in a bar, and he bought the company like the next day or something like that because he was so impressed with the product, and the product is really unique. I have a barrel here. It's the first sipping vodka in the United States. There is only like 3 in the world, and it's a very high quality product. And it's made in Austria with Austrian water. We actually own the aquifer where the water is coming from, and it's been filtered for 50 years right into here. And then it's made out of 4 types of non-GMO rye, which is vodka is usually made out of like potatoes or whatever it is, and it's being distilled like so many times to just get all of that out. But this is only distilled 3 times. You can taste the ingredients, and mine, by the way, I am sending you a little courtesy of Neft. This is a tiny little mini that's TSA friendly. So we are actually sending you a whole set from our master mixologist, Luke Barr. We have this incredible, eccentric, wonderful person who I work with closely, and he creates these amazing drinks. And so we are sending you a whole package of like a little mixology package. You mix these together, and all of that will make 2 drinks. So you shake it with the ice, right? And that will make 2 drinks. And we even have a little thing with the bitters. So just like a fancy mixologist, you're gonna make your drinks for you and your friends or a loved one, and then you spray a little a little bit of bitters on it. So I really can talk about this company forever because, again, I'm a very, very big fan, and we're also sending you this T-shirt. So I'm super excited about this. Yay! Spreading the love. And another thing which I love this company for is the company works for cause. during COVID, we have been running a company that is a charity company that helps female single mothers bartenders, and we gave them grants to kind of keep going, and we're helping with the kids charity for autism and endless. I can speak about it endlessly. I'll give the floor to you guys.
What I'm kind of curious, I'm a vodka drinker. Well, vodka and tequila, big time vodka. So yeah, because usually, I mean, with fitness, I mean, I want to do alcohol so that the least sugar, and vodka is it. So what is in the mixes?
So
what comes in the mixology kit?
Yeah, I am not a vodka drinker. This is the only vodka that I was able to ever drink because it's actually delicious, right? You can drink it with room temperature, which you can't with other vodka. You need to make it super cold, so it just like removes the flavor. This is lavender reduction and cucumber simple and lime. So there is a little bit of sugar in these. However, the vodka is gluten free, so I can't really say that officially yet, but we're getting there. All vodka is gluten free. Fun fact.
I used to do it with soda water and lime.
Soda water and lime is perfect, but this one really is like if you drop a little ice cube in there, you
I do it the Russian way.
It tastes like vanilla. It tastes like vanilla. It has a little pepper in your nose, a little. It's a whole it's a whole palette of taste, which is so unusual for a vodka. So again, I can talk about it forever. It's amazing.
And what's the website? The
website, neftvodkaus.com. And if you go to buyneft.com, we deliver it to your door. It's also an amazing Christmas present. It's a cool Christmas gift, and then you can turn it into like a door holder if you put something in it, and you just all sorts of different things. We totally reuse our cans. Also, it keeps it cold for up to 6 hours, and it's unbreakable and recyclable, and it's made all with reusable energy. So you can take it, you can take camping, and it's gonna still be cold when you open it in the evening.
Package is pretty cool. It's like it's not in a bottle. It's a
barrel. It's a barrel. The guy who initially made the vodka, he was in oil business, so he made it comes in black, white, and pride. Pride is the colorful one, and it's a celebration of LGBTQ that we also support. And he wanted to make the best vodka, so he didn't do it in Russia because the production integrity in Russia and the ingredients are both not great. So he went to Austria. He bought out the aquifer where the water is coming from Arctic glacier. And and it's only high quality ingredients. You will not have a hangover.
No one wants a hangover.
Terri, I need to send you one. I need to send you one.
Yes.
Since you're a vodka drinker.
Yeah. And I'm in lockdown right now, so there's not that much to do right now.
Yeah.
Veronica, talk about the nutrition no one talks about.
I don't know. After vodka, how can I top that?
Let's
do it all in moderation.
It's very interesting because I actually released a video a week ago on how to use vodka as medicine. In a lot of my coaching, I share a lot of remedies, like natural remedies on how to treat your body the natural way and not have to use medicine. It has a lot of side effects. So I remember growing up, the first time I got a cold, I came and I was like coughing and I was feeling really bad. My throat was hurting. My mom's like, take off your clothes. And I'm like, what do you mean? She took a shot of vodka, and it was homemade vodka. So we used to have vineyards, and then from the leftovers from the grapes, my dad would actually make homemade vodka. So we mainly use it for medicine, as tinctures for like different stuff. So she took a shot of vodka, put it on her hands, and massaged my whole body. Right? Wow. And made me wear like 3 layers of clothing and put me under the blanket to sweat it out. So that was like a natural, what do I say, an improvised version of a sauna. Because when you sweat it out, you release a lot of toxins from your body. Like your skin is the biggest organ. So I would sweat it out. I would change my clothes and would repeat the process about 3 times. And I kid you not, I would wake up the second day like a baby, like nothing has ever happened to me. So I took that remedy even to this day. And like, luckily I haven't been sick in many, many years, and I'm not planning to. I just declared the sickness is not part of my life anymore. But every time I did, I used that remedy. And then when I would share with people in America, they're like, what do you mean you put vodka on your body? And I'm like, don't knock it until you try it. Unless you have a homemade sauna, you can do that too. But the sauna said, like, if you do a sauna and you release it and you come out and you don't wear like a lot of layers of clothing, you can actually get even sicker because you come out in the cold weather. So that's why the vodka was like the best remedy, because you are in the environment, protected environment of your home. So you do that 3 times, you sweat it out, and then the second day you're gonna be good. Don't try this remedy if you have fever. So that's for a cold that has nothing to do with fever. If you have fever, don't do that. That would be very dangerous.
Well, my dad used to take shots of Jack Daniel when he started to get sick when he had a cold. So he said we kill the germs.
Well, there's actually a cocktail in Romania that is served in a lot of bars. Usually you do boiled wine, like red boiled wine, and you add a little sugar and as much black pepper as you can handle. So you take a sip of that, that opens up everything. And it's actually served as a cocktail. So my parents used to use that as well. So the very few times I use alcohol, it has been for healing remedies. Not so much for pleasure. It's just been how, a way to heal your body the natural way without using medicine.
Herbs and natural stuff is the best medicine. I totally believe that. So, but I think it was not soda water. Was it tonic water they used to use back in the day, like for colds and disease or colds and stuff?
Tonic water. I never heard of
tonic water.
Interesting. My
there's
favorite
something in it that's supposed to.
Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say there's something in tonic water that's supposed to. I mean, I wouldn't go out there and like try to like heal yourself with it. I mean, but it's an old remedy, So. I don't know if it works or not. I'm just saying it that if you Google it.
You haven't tried it.
Yeah.
I've done it my entire life. So.
Don't listen to me. I don't know. I just I read it somewhere on the internet. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go, Anna.
Some of my American friends were suggesting ginger
One thing for sure is that everybody's got great remedies.
My favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going different times.
Yeah.
My favorite one is the cocktail for kind of like to use as a remedy, penicillin. It's any type of alcohol that's your favorite, whiskey or vodka, and then you just model ginger, like a lot of ginger, and then add honey, and then you add alcohol, and it's like amazing for if you feel like you're getting a little cold or something like that. That's like a great cocktail to try.
Well, there's a thing like when you heat up the alcohol, actually a lot of the alcohol content goes away. So that's why, like when you boil the wine or when you heat up the vodka and you take a shot, like heat it up, it's not going to taste good. But a lot of actually in Russia they use it as a remedy. They'll heat up a shot of vodka and just drink it hot because it kills a lot of bacteria and it helps you get stronger. I mean, it kills your liver in the process too, depending if you do too much of it.
Moderation comes in again.
Use your own judgment.
That's awesome. That's funny.
Hey, Veronica, also talk about the green smoothie, the brain power green smoothie.
The green power?
The brain power.
Brain power. Okay, so I have a 7 award-winning smoothie. Yes, the brain power. Yes, I remember. So I have 7 award-winning recipes that I share with my audience, and I'll actually drop the link in for anybody to use it. But one of them is called Brain Power, and I love one anytime I have to work on like a a bigger project and I really need to stay focused, I use the brain fruit, which are your berries. So there are a lot of blueberries in it. And for fat, I add brain octane oil. According to Dave Osprey, it's just like it really helps you sharpen because your brain needs fat and high quality fat. So anytime I have a big project where I have to do a lot of creative work and really stay focused, that is my green smoothie to go to.
Veronica, I want to follow you on Instagram and your smoothie recipe.
Well,
absolutely.
It would be very inspiring for me. And then I'll just add vodka to it.
Absolutely. It's my last and first name, so it's Parks Veronica. And I do have all the links to the recipes and everything else.
All right.
And when you're done with vodka, I have meditations that will get you very relaxed, very happy.
We have to talk.
Use whichever remedy you want.
For sure. Yep.
One day vodka, one day Veronica's meditation, and then you choose which one you like better.
Perfect. To be honest,
so
I
Anna and Veronica.
Go.
You both are dancers. Finish your sentence. Go ahead and finish your sentence, and then talk about you both being dancers. Talk about that too.
Oh, I forgot what I was. I started talking about. So let's talk about dancing. Veronica, you're a dancer. That's awesome. I was doing 10 years of my life. I dedicated to professional ballroom dancing, competitive ballroom dancing, and then I moved to United States when I was 21 to again do dancing. It was modern dance. I went to New York Broadway Dance Center, and then I moved to LA and I did stuff here, and then I got back into like smooth dancing, which is like a ballroom dancing, and like I don't know, I think I haven't not done any style of dancing. I think I've done them all. I opened a dancing school in Brazil and I was teaching burlesque, and and generally I teach girls. So and I did my my beauty contests and beauty pageants. I am along the way. I'm teaching girls stage presence and the runway because of my modeling past as well. What was your dancing experience?
Well, I feel like dancing is in my DNA. I've been wanting to dance since I was a little girl, but my parents didn't allow me because they wanted me to work on the land and do other stuff, and dancing was just not an option. Like that was a complete waste of time according to them. So I didn't start dancing until several years ago when I moved to Los Angeles. And I'm like, you know what? It's time to live my childhood. So I want to say about 4 or 5 years ago, I joined a swing dancing community, which is like the 1920s style.
Yep.
I met a friend and I went to this event, and it was a girl's birthday. And for a birthday, all the guys are around, and then everybody steals like 30 seconds of dancing with you. So then this dancer comes in and starts throwing her in the air and flipping her this way and that way. And it was just, I'm watching this and I'm like, I want to be that girl. And I wasn't even in love with the swing dancers like Lindy Charlton, like 1920 style. But I liked the area part of it. And I learned to flips in the air before I knew the basic of Lindy Hop. So that's how I started in my dancing community. So it's been a lot of blues dancing, some salsa, some bachata. And I haven't dabbled into ballroom dancing. I feel like that's something you want to start as a kid to learn.
I feel like ballroom dancing is just a professional and more complicated way to social dancing, which social dancing is awesome. We probably have a lot of people in common who we know, because I've done yeah, totally.
For sure.
And recently, so we are right now in my garage downstairs, and my husband and I just turned the garage into this like play area for us, and I just installed a pole for dancing.
Nice.
And I'm mastering that.
I'm coming over.
Wait, I can actually even like show it to you. It's enough about that. Wait. There it is.
Beautiful.
There it is.
I have a pole in my house too, but it's not up right now.
I knew she had a stripper pole there.
I have one, Brian.
It's a great workout with the gyms being
know you
closed.
do.
Oh, it's amazing. It's actually really hard. Like either I'm getting older or it's like really hard.
It's hard. It's hard.
It's hard.
I prefer to get my core through yoga. At
It
least
is hard.
that's safe because
What-
it's on the ground. I'm not gonna
always
fall.
afraid mine's gonna crash. No, because
It's
I've got the
possible.
one that you can put up and take it down, and when I use it, I'm
Yeah.
afraid it's gonna fall over
Mm.
if I don't have
You
it.
know what they say,
Exactly.
whatever you're afraid of, you might as well not do it because it's probably going to happen. So
Well, I do it anyway.
either
so.
get rid of the fear.
Do it.
I'm not really.
Go
I
ahead.
mean, it's just like if it
Step
falls
into your
down, it's
fear.
not. If it falls down, I fall. I fall all the time.
Just put cushions all around so at least it's soft when you fall.
Yeah, I'm not worried if I fall. I mean, it is what it is.
Oh, I teach my daughter when she falls. I just tell her shake it
Pose
off
that
and continue
are
going.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Go, Brian.
Veronica, your one pose that you like to do around the world, what is that?
One post that I like to do around the world.
Yep, you always have your one pose. Talk about that.
I always have my one post. If I were to do one post around the world, is to tell whoever is listening to me
You always
perfect.
stick your one foot up. Yes.
Oh, pose. I thought you meant post, like a caption. Yeah, I have my yoga pose, the dancer pose. Yeah. It's very interesting because it goes back to the method that I'm using to help people.
Got a great photo that you do. The Eichel Tower.
Wait, I know the dancer pose. Wait,
yeah.
I don't know if I can.
I've been doing it like random places. Yep,
right?
Yep, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
But I have a story about this. So I went to France in September last year, just about a little bit over a year ago, and there was this wall, and it was about 200 feet up. Like there was like you look down, it was like 200 feet, and overlooking the Eiffel Tower. So I'm standing on that thing, and it's literally yay narrow, and I'm doing the dancer pose. And years ago, I used to be terrified of heights. I couldn't even look down the balcony, like I would scream. And a person used the same method that I'm using right now with my clients, just talked to me, like it got me all relaxed. And for 30 minutes, he was just talking to me and completely removed my fear of heights. So like years later, I'm going and I'm doing this pose and I'm looking at the pose. It gives me chills just looking at that picture. I'm like, how did I do that? It was crazy. But my fear of heights completely disappeared. And I'm like, wow.
Congratulations.
Now I'm ready for skydiving.
I have a person to recommend you to.
Absolutely.
For the skydiving.
Okay. Are you in LA? Where do you live, Anna?
I live in LA.
Hey, Anna, real
okay. I'm coming over for a workout.
Yes. Let's do it. Let's get some smoothies and vodka.
Hey, Terri, real quick, talk about your TikTok video.
What? Oh, I'm doing. I kind of fell into this. It's kind of funny. I'm just doing like back to the 80s rock videos, like just like different, like Poison and Guns N' Roses and stuff. It's been kind of fun. So I'm kind of on that kick right now. I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm doing right now. Trying to make it fun.
TikTok is fun. You're literally making
what's the
people's
website
life better in quarantine.
My TikTok is Nonstop Terri Marie, and I try to do some comedy on this, mostly just comedy, silly stuff. January, I'm committing myself to do my fitness videos and my and diet and all that kind of stuff. It's just a lot of work. So, but that will be starting in January, and then hopefully when I get my act together, I'm going to be starting a Nonstop fitness clothing line. So that's my plan for 2021. Brian knows. So, I have my vision board up. I have my vision board up of the things that I'm planning for 2021. So I think this year's been good, but I think next year's going to be better.
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And Veronica, give your website, social media links.
You can find me anywhere,
Veronica,
just by Googling. Yes. Yes. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, it's all Parks Veronica. I want to say something in relationship to the goal. So I developed this habit every year, right before midnight. I write my goals for the year to come, and I fold them in little papers as if they already happened. So let's say, oh, I'm gonna, achieve this. I say I already have that. All right. So you write them in the present tense as if you already have them. And I fold them in little papers and I put them in a bag and I put them away for the entire year. And I don't read them until a few minutes before midnight. And usually I accomplish about 60 to 70% of them, which is very interesting because a lot of times when you set a goal and when you're so obsessed thinking about it every day, you're almost pushing that goal away. But when you write it down and you know that it's already yours, you don't have to obsess about it. Just wish it now that it's already yours, put it on a side, and then focus on living that beautiful life because it will happen sooner or later. So that's something you might want to try it out.
I've heard of that one before. I've always done vision boards.
And some people
and I'm
some people don't realize
as well.
It takes a little longer.
What was that?
Sometimes it takes a little bit longer those goals to have, but never give them up.
Yeah. Or sometimes the universe or whatever we call it actually knows better alternatives for you than what you wished for. So I do that as well, and I'm really into the whole like mechanics of manifestation. I love that. It's kind of like my thing. And sometimes I make a wish, and sometimes everything happens so much better than I expected.
Yeah, every wish you say, I want this or better. So allow the universe to give you more gifts.
Absolutely.
That's kind of like the book The Secret. I read that book like 10 years ago.
And Anna, give your social media links real quick.
Anna_A_Whalen, just like my name, with an A in the middle. And that's my Instagram. And you can click from there.
Hey, last question for everybody. What do you hope to have happen for your personal goals for the year? We only have a couple weeks left. What do you hope to have happen?
For the end of this year or for next year?
This year.
For this year, the end of this year, and for next year.
Well, my short-term goals, I'm going to double my followers on TikTok. And my goal for next year is really to get back on the fitness stage since it kind of got postponed this year because of the coronavirus stuff. So hopefully no shows will get canceled and I can,
And Veronica?
My goal is within the next 2 weeks, I'm putting together a group healing sessions. So a lot of people can't afford working with me one-on-one, and I want to take this gift to a lot more people. So I would offer a healing session on the groups every single week and create a membership. So find me on social media because there's so many people dealing with stress, anxiety, anger. Just this year has been tough for many years, financially wise, family wise, you're homeschooling kids. It's been very, very stressful, and a lot of stuff that have been bottled in the body emotionally from the past, they're coming to the surface, and it's very hard to deal with. I mean, the suicide hotline, even just in Los Angeles, like it went up 8,000% in the first months of pandemic. So that is my mission, is to offer my gift to as many people as possible and make it affordable. So find me on social media. I'm putting the group together, and that is my goal until the end of the year.
That's a good one. There's a lot of anger out there right now, which is really unsettling.
Yeah.
Veronica,
Anna, for you?
Amazing goal, because right now, whatever you can offer for people to handle the stress of the pandemic, mental health right now is so important. So just all my compliments to you on that.
Absolutely.
I don't know, for myself, right? Before the year ends, it's really challenging to say, because I just got my green card and it has been on my list for a while, and it's such a big thing, and like I've been going towards that for like 10 years, right? Because I didn't want to do like fake marriage, you know. I didn't want to do the political asylum. I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it right. And I got it, and it's just so amazing. I cannot imagine. I'm probably gonna like lose consciousness when I go back to US after like the first travel and just like go with the green card. It's just, I'm getting chills right now. But
So you're not an alien anymore.
I'm not an alien.
I remember that time. I'm like, I'm not an alien anymore. I'm a citizen.
Yeah. But before the year is over, if that's possible, or just like anytime soon, I would love for my mom to finally get her visa, because she applied right before COVID hit, and then she didn't hear from them since then. And we all miss her here, and she's awesome and amazing. And my friends usually like my mom more than they like me once they meet my mom.
She probably cooks really good food.
Oh yeah, she's forbidden to cook in our house. Like you
What?
can't cook. Yeah, it's too good and she cooks too much. But anyways, that would probably be my wish.
Her mom is
before
also a
the
great
end.
stylist too.
She has so many talents, and she's this wonderful positivity fairy. Yeah, we really miss her.
Somebody was asking, what is the difference between green card and visa?
And with that,
So
I want to
visa,
thank
you
you.
can't.
Because,
Okay, got it. No, I was answering the
oh,
question.
no, go ahead,
What
Veronica,
is
go
the
ahead.
difference between green card and visa? So visa, you come for a short period of time, either it's 3 months or 6 months or a year. A green card, that means you're a step closer to citizenship. So you get a green card, and I think you stay with the green card for about 3.5 years before you become citizen, something like that. And you're not allowed to leave the country for more than 6 months. So that's the process that I've been through.
That is correct.
Unless something
That is
changed.
correct.
I can't wait to have both of you.
Somebody asked an
Yeah.
important question,
Go ahead,
Brian. I
Veronica.
think that should be. Oh, Brian.
Go ahead. What is it?
Oh, I was going to say, somebody asked an important question. I think this is important. Somebody asked, what should be put on a vision board? Basically, a vision board, you want to put whatever your goals are or your dreams, like saying, my goal is to, I don't know, lose 10 pounds or put muscle on or to buy a new car. Whatever your heart desires, you put it on a board and you envision that you have it. And every morning you look at it and you mentally picture that you have that thing that you want. So I thought that was a good question. Because some people don't.
Yeah, it just gets on your subconscious level, and then it just manifests in your life.
Yeah, it's a way to make things bring things into your reality by envisioning that they're there already. Kind of like you were mentioning, Veronica, about the writing things down, that you have it. Just another way of manifesting.
And you want to combine
what
all
are
yours?
Absolutely.
Brian, what's your wish before the?
Mine is to have
just.
Well, I've been believing in world peace for 18 years, which is a hard thing to do, but I truly do believe in it. I want to bring those great talented people together, so people like yourselves can be exposed to a wider audience with the brands. There's a lot of great brands out there. Small business saved. Our goal is to help it be in service of a lot of people and to be in sight within the next year, and we will be. We're at 6.5 million views right now. We're going to get to 2025 by April 2nd of 21.
Wow.
Nice.
Impressive.
Always staying focused, Brian. Love it.
Yep.
And with that, I want to thank everybody. Absolutely. And including all of you guys. So in January, Terri, we're going to have these two young, beautiful women on in our studio so they can actually physically meet. And that'll be a great show too. Because Anna hasn't been to the studio yet.
Yeah, I like being in the studio. It's more fun than Zoom. So.
It goes back to that simple thing, which is human touch. That
exactly.
So much that love and the the energy. Yes.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much, Brian.
Well,
Really
Veronica,
appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Brian, for
you and
having
Anna
us.
were supposed to be on the show at the last minute. She couldn't. Yes. You guys were supposed to be on the same show, but the last minute Anna couldn't get. But you're
Oh,
gonna meet. You'll
yes.
meet in January.
Yep, perfect.
Sounds good. Right before my birthday. Love it.
This is Brian. I want to thank Anna Whalen, Veronica Parks, Nonstop Terri Marie from Movie Reviews New York. And please chime into the social media links and the websites and support them. They're very, very strong women, and I'm honored to have them in and around my life. I'm Brian Sebastian. If you see someone without a smile, please give them one of yours because the world needs it, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you, guys.